Alright, what's good, folks? And it's your boy Z back with a video. And then once again, I wanted to reiterate on a video I did last year. Okay, because I feel once again this is very important. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be talked about. Because I feel, you know what I'm saying, the black athlete is in a very, very bad predicament as far as when it comes to behavior and getting in trouble with the law. Because it seems like every time you turn on the TV and it comes to sports, especially in football, every time you turn on TV, you got to hear about some type of athlete, some type of black football player doing something he ain't got no business doing that he ain't got caught for, is putting him in a very, very bad spot as far as the media concerned and how people perceive them as. Okay? Once again, I got to make another video on this because I feel it's not enough of these videos being said. Okay? Now, before I continue, the only ones who I see really doing videos such as this one I'm finna put out is Jerrod Johnson, Casino for Life, Mark Holmes, when Mark Holmes is talking about this type of issue when it comes to one of the Cowboys players. I think Ingerman and Terry Swoop. And also Jerrod Johnson. I think that's his name, Jerrod Johnson. But it's just a few others. There's not too many people discussing this, right? And shouts out to you if you do a video like such as this one. I forget your name, but anyways, if y'all remember correctly, I did a video on Kareem Hunt because I feel that was very, very terrible that Kareem Hunt, him being as big as he is, gonna be seen stomping out a black woman on camera, right? Stomping her out, right? Which basically had to force the Kansas City Chiefs to suspend him and basically kick him out the team. Now, Kareem Hunt did get a second chance. He's with the Browns, but he's going to be suspended for 4 games. Now, for those of you who don't know, Ezekiel Elliott, right? Dallas Cowboys. And this hurts me the most. This hits very hard because, again, man, the Cowboys is my team, right? I've been a Cowboy fan since I was a little kid. But when I got to hear about another Cowboy player like Ezekiel Elliott, you know what I'm saying, like getting in trouble, this is bad, right? Now, for those of you who haven't been watching the news recently, Ezekiel Elliott was detained in Las Vegas, Nevada. I guess he was attending an event called EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, right? It's when people get dressed up, they wear their costumes, and they wear their glow sticks and they candy or whatever, they wristbands, and they get dressed up. And they go to these dance festivals. It's a big, it's like a whole week event. It's like going to Coachella pretty much, but now you dancing with there's a DJ playing all this kind of music, and then you got all these light shows, and you dance and you go to different clubs. It's like a 3-4 day weekend. But anyways, Ezekiel Elliott was recently detained because he supposedly got drunk and got into a fight with a dude. I don't know if it would have been over a girl or not, but for some reason he got into a fight and he was detained. Now, this is very, very bad and very embarrassing because, for one, Ezekiel Elliott is due a new contract, okay? He and Dak Prescott's contracts are up, so they got to pay them extension. Now, from what I might have seen, I think Dak has already gotten paid. I think they're gonna pay Dak his money, and of course you got to pay Dak because that's your star quarterback. And Dak has proven that if he gets the right kind of help, that he could be effective on the field, right? Zeke on the other hand is also due because their rookie contract's up. But see, this is the thing, right? Where it separates Dak Prescott from Ezekiel Elliott, you don't never hear about Dak Prescott in the media for the wrong things. You'll never hear about Dak Prescott getting arrested. You'll never hear about him pulling some woman's top down like Zeke did after his rookie year, right? Now, he was at Mardi Gras, and of course the woman he did it to didn't mind, but it violated the code of conduct, okay? But you don't see Dak Prescott doing the same thing. And you don't see Dak Prescott in court for a sexual molesting charge. And even then, man, Ezekiel Elliott beat that last year, right? It was proven that woman tried to set him up because she was just mad that he didn't want to deal with her no more. So she tried to put him in jail. Tried to say he molested her or raped her, right? Which he beat that charge. But for, if you notice, man, Dak don't never get detained. He never get in a DUI, none of that. Ezekiel Elliott, on the other hand, once again, is finding himself in a lot of trouble that he can't get himself out of because he can't help himself. And that just goes to show you the type of upbringing both men are. Like Dak was, you could tell Dak was obedient to his parents. The man respects himself. He knows he respects his career. He knows he's the leader of the team. You don't never see Dak on his worst behavior at all. Not like Ezekiel is. Ezekiel Elliott, I don't know what's wrong with that man. That man needs help. Ezekiel Elliott needs to go to counseling. He needs a lot of help, man. He needs somebody to really talk to him and really guide him. Because that's the serious issue. These football players got all this money, but they don't want to seek no counseling. They don't want to seek no guidance. And it's horrible when you young like that. Because Ezekiel Elliott is only about 22, 23. Him and Dak, they young. But that's always dangerous when you're young like that. And you got no guidance. You got nobody to really sit down with you and tell you and guide you in the right direction. Ezekiel Elliott needs guidance. Okay, this man needs a lot of help, because I don't understand why you making all this money, and you, Ezekiel Elliott, man, you the running back of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, your running play. This is like the first season since 2017 that the team is healthy, right? Now we seen that when Prescott when they made that trade for Amari Cooper, they went on a 7 game win streak. Part of the reason why, because Ezekiel Elliott's run game is so effective. So Ezekiel Elliott, you the co-captain of the Dallas Cowboys along with Dak Prescott, right? You supposed to set an example to your team. You're not supposed to be out here getting detained. And I hope Ezekiel Elliott is watching this video, because, bro, I'm very disappointed. We don't need this coming from you at all. We don't, man. Like, we going through enough. We get enough problems as it is. And see, I understand that a lot of people don't like Roger Goodell. Okay, I get that, because it seems like Roger Goodell has a lot of bias towards the black athletes versus the Caucasian athletes. But you can't get mad at Roger Goodell when he decides that Roger Goodell used to do disciplinary actions amongst charges such as this. Okay? So if Roger Goodell decides he's going to suspend Zeke for another 5 to 6 games, or maybe 7 or 8 games because of this type of behavior, then we can't get mad at Roger Goodell for doing that, because he has no choice. Ezekiel Elliott is basically breaking the rules. He's breaking the code of conduct. Okay? You can't be getting a DUI. You can't be getting detained and getting arrested out here and trying to work for the NFL. It's not going to happen, because you set a bad example. You set a bad image. Okay, the NFL has an image to protect. Each team has an image. Each owner, such as Jerrod Jones, Robert Kraft, all these guys got a image to protect. And even Robert Kraft, I'm not excusing him neither. Robert Kraft had no business, you know what I'm saying, trying to get in trouble for prostitution. Okay? But at the same time, you got to understand that Robert Kraft is Robert Kraft. He's a millionaire. A multi-millionaire. Okay? Robert Kraft going to have lawyers that's going to get him out of trouble. That man ain't going to seek no jail time. Okay? Ezekiel Elliott ain't Robert Kraft at all. You black. Okay? I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, man. Ezekiel Elliott needs to realize that the black, you know what I'm saying, things have been hard for black folks since day one. But you getting in trouble like that, that's not going to solve anything. That's just terrible. And once again, this makes Jason Garrett's coaching hard, because now he may not be having his running back. Jason Garrett now has to prepare for the possibility of Ezekiel Elliott to be suspended for like the first half of the season, much like he did 2017, because of his actions. Okay? Because Goodell could just easily put Zeke on the exemption list. And when you're on the exemption list, you got to hope that they bring you back. Okay? Again, man, you see how good this Cowboy team is playing well, and then Zeke, you getting yourself suspended, that's making it hard on us. As Cowboys fans, your teammates, okay, your coaches, the coaching staff, management, you making it hard on all of us. Because the Cowboys are trying to win a ring. They trying to make it out the second round. You making it hard. Very hard on your actions. Okay? Have you learned nothing from Kareem Hunt? I did a video on him, man. Kareem Hunt, that was inexcusable. Okay? You over 200, you know what I'm saying? You over 240 something pounds. You stomping out on a woman on the ground. Like, no. Zeke, no, man. Again, man, we forgave you. Again, you was innocent last year. You beat that charge, but you gonna go to jail behind being drunk and fighting, man? Come on now. And then Tyreek Hill. And I meant to do a video on him earlier. Tyreek Hill, man, what the hell, dude? And see, this is the thing, man. Tyreek Hill, I'm going to say this now. There's some people that ain't meant to be having children. There's some young men and women that ain't meant to be having kids, especially at an early age, right? With Tyreek Hill, man, I don't know what's going on there, man. It's, again, man, something's mentally wrong with him. Okay? It really is. Like, that's just no excuse. How you going to break your 3-year-old's arm? Okay? See, what y'all got to understand, when it comes to having kids, you're not supposed to be that rough on a child, man. I got little brothers and sisters. I got younger siblings. I got a lot of nieces and nephews. I've helped babysit. You know what I'm saying? Babies, you can't be rough with them at a certain age. I got a godson. At a certain age, you can't be rough with them. When I start having kids, I'm not going to really start putting the belt out until they get around at least about 5 or 6 or maybe 7. But when a child's a 3-year-old, they're basically a toddler. And again, I'm not telling nobody how to raise their child. You raise your child the way you want to raise them, but just know that you can't be rough on a child. Because what Tyreek Hill did could basically damage that child growing up. They make that child very fearful. Now, I'm going to show you the audio tape. And viewer discretion is advised because this is very sickening. And this is Tyreek Hill, because the reason why his girlfriend recorded that because she's scared. She knows that a lot of these athletes are protected by the system. And Tyreek Hill was very important to that Kansas City Chiefs offense, which got Mahomes not only an MVP award, but they took New England to overtime. Okay? Now, had Kareem Hunt not been suspended, he would have been a big factor too. But Tyreek Hill, for him to be the third Kansas City Chiefs player to be going through something terrible involving a woman, it's bad, right? But here's the videotape. Well, not the videotape, but here's the recording. Excuse me.
But it's not respect. It's terrified. He is terrified of me. You need to be terrified of me too.
Now you see that? Now Tyreek Hill is acting like somebody very emotional. He don't know how to control his anger. Okay? Tyreek Hill comes off of somebody that went through probably abuse when he was a child, when he was younger, right? Either his mom and daddy had a bad household, they were fighting. Okay, he got beatings he didn't like. Okay, and he's taking it down on his son. This is no different than when Adrian Peterson whipped this child. Right now, remember AP. Adrian Peterson was suspended an entire year for putting marks on his child, right? Because his child was 4 years old. And Adrian Peterson went overboard and whipped this child with a switch and left all kinds of marks on that little boy's back, which the little boy reported to the teachers, because I guess the little kid was in preschool. The teachers found out, and then they sent a social worker. They called child services on Adrian Peterson, reported on him. Adrian Peterson got suspended an entire year. Okay, even though the wife didn't, his wife didn't press charges, that was still child abuse. What Tyreek Hill did to that 3-year-old was first-class child abuse. Okay, Tyreek Hill is coming off as a man that should not be having children. You're gonna be that rough. A 3-year-old is basically like a baby. It's a toddler. You cannot be that rough with a child. And see, what Tyreek Hill doesn't understand, and just by damaging that 3-year-old's arm, you could permanently scar that child for life, because that child would be growing up very fearful. Okay? That child could be growing up with a lot of mental, emotional problems. Okay? Tyreek Hill can make that little boy, that child, hate him for the rest of his life. And then for him to talk to his wife, his girlfriend like that, say you need to be scared of me too, bitch. Come on now. Tyreek, you can't be doing that. That's just inexcusable. Once again, you making it hard on the Kansas City Chiefs, because for some reason, man, the Chiefs, I don't know what it is, man, but this is like the third Kansas City Chief football player in like the last 10 years that have done something very horrible. If you can remember, man, and this was back like maybe I think this was like 2012. This was 2012, 2013. This was before Alex Smith came there. There was a lineman, a defensive lineman, right? I can't remember his name right now. His name not gonna be mentioned because I simply forgot. Okay, but just know that you could pull this up and research yourself. It should be on YouTube somewhere. But there was a lineman, a defensive lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Who basically got into a very heated argument with his girlfriend or his baby mama at the time. It got so bad to where the man killed his baby mama in a bathtub. Was so guilty and felt so bad about it. He drove to the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium in Arrowhead, and then killed himself right in front of his coach. His coach tried to find out what's going on. The man had shot himself. Okay? That was back in 2012. Okay? Then fast forward to last year, we got Kareem Hunt stumping a woman out in the hotel room. Instead of letting his guards escort the woman out of there, this man lost control to stomp a woman out. Okay, stomping her stomach. That's out of line. Now you got Tyreek Hill with this issue. And then once again, man, if the Chiefs kick Kareem Hunt off the team, they may have to do the same thing to Tyreek Hill because they can't be tolerating that. Okay? And like I said before in previous videos, you got too many women's rights. These feminists ain't playing games with these men at all. You got these feminist organizations, you got the Me Too movement. They not having it. There's a lot of men that's now going into jail behind these women, abusing these women. Okay? Y'all can't, black men, you can't let your emotions get the best of it. You got to know how to calm down. All right? But again, Tyreek Hill, you know what I'm saying, he's coming out to somebody that has a lot of issues with his own parents, his own family. That man had it rough. He got whippings, he got beatings that he didn't like. Now he taking down his child. No, you can't be doing that. Because truth be told, if the government really want to, they could take that child away from Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill could lose all custody of that child. If his baby mama really want to, she don't gotta let Tyreek Hill ever see that child again. She can not only have him go to jail behind that child, because again, when you break a 3-year-old's arm like that, that's child abuse. You could go to jail behind that. That's child endangerment. Okay? And it don't matter how much money Tyreek Hill got. Ain't no money in the world gonna cause a judge to take bribery over a child's protection. Ain't gonna solve that at all. It don't matter that Tyreek Hill could be the best football player of all time. It don't matter that the Chiefs win a Super Bowl. None of that. Anytime you endanger a child like that, you break a child's arm, and I've said this before, when your body or a bone in your body is damaged, it doesn't recover the same way no more. Again, man, that man could have killed that baby. Okay, being that rough and then cussing this woman out like that, no, that's a child. That's somebody that's unfit to be a parent. That should not have custody of no child. Period. That's what Tyreek Hill is coming out of, and it's bad when you got other kids who are growing up looking at the NFL, looking up to that. He's not a good role model at all. That's somebody that, I'll be honest right now, for the young folks who watch the video, Tyreek Hill is somebody you should not be looking up to at all. He's a bad example. Again, Tyreek Hill needs serious help. He needs guidance. He needs somebody to really talk to him, man, because that's wrong, man. To be doing that, that's inexcusable. You know, if you the Chiefs owner, you can't be having somebody like that on your football field. You can't reward him for that. I feel if the coach Andy Reid was to let Tyreek Hill still play, that'd be like rewarding him. No, you can't. Tyreek Hill should be suspended for the rest of the season. He should not play next year at all for that, because he needs to think about what he done, right? Because you got kids that's watching the NFL. You got kids that's going up to them training camps. You got kids that's going to those games. You can't have somebody like that leading your team, that's helped leading your team. You got kids looking up to that because they gonna think it's okay to be that abusive. No, man, that's wrong. Okay? And then on top of that, there's whatchamacallit, James Mitchell. Yeah, James Mitchell, the guy from The Shy, the main character, one who played Eazy-E. Okay, and he played in a couple of other movies, right? That dude, The Shy, he is canceled. His character is now canceled from The Shy. He's now on. The man just lost not only his job on The Shy, but all his future endeavors with the industry, with the entertainment industry, and his acting career is basically at a jeopardy right now, because he's basically I think it's Tiffany Haddish, the co-star of that show that he plays with. She plays his girlfriend on The Shy. She has basically reported that he sexually molested her. He's been touching her wrong, inappropriately. And I caused her to get her one out of her contract and leave the show. And I basically the people who I guess Showtime that was working with The Shy, who has The Shy on a program, they had to fire Mr. Mitchell. Okay? And let me tell y'all this right now. For you pro-blacks, you internet revolutionaries, okay? Everybody not out to get the black man. The black man not always guilty and not always innocent. And you seeing that now. Alright? You know what I'm saying? There's times when the black man is wrong. Somebody, a molester, and somebody that could touch somebody inappropriately could come in any race, white or black, right? What Mitchell did is inexcusable. And then there was other women come out and said Mitchell touched them wrongly too. No, man, we got to start holding people accountable when they're wrong. Okay? I'm seeing too much of that, man. No, Mr. Mitchell now, he another one there that lost his job and losing everything now. The Shy won't even be the same no more because he will no longer be on that show. So when they film the next episode, which is I believe episode 6, 7, or 8, he ain't gonna be on there no more. Why? Because the man can't keep control of these hands. The man is thinking with his dick and not his head. Okay? What did Sugar Free say his new song, Don't Be Thinking With Your Dick? Okay, man. Mr. Mitchell, yeah, James Mitchell, that's horrible. Again, man, because of his actions, the reason why The Shy go lose ratings is not gonna be the same no more. Because I can guarantee you, whichever actor they try to bring in to replace him ain't gonna have the same feel no more. The viewers ain't gonna be feeling no more because he's not on there. Because Mitchell is that great of an actor. Okay, In the Way was one of my favorite movies. That was even though that was his beginning role, that was still one of his best roles. That man landed that role perfectly. But for him to now be getting kicked off that show and written off because of that, no, man. We at some point in time, man, you gotta understand, man. You gotta check people when they're wrong. So to you pro-blacks and you internet revolutionaries, Black Lives Matter, you always complain that black men ain't being treated fairly. Black man is always, there's always conspiracy. I think the black man, there's not always, these are always come down to no damn conspiracy theory between the black man. Because for example, right, look at R. Kelly. Y'all been knew that R. Kelly was a pedophile. Y'all been knew that R. Kelly had a taste for underage women, right? Y'all knew that R. Kelly was going to these schools, driving around, sending his people that work for him, sending his minions out to try to lure little girls to his house, to his studio, so he could prey on them, right? Y'all been knew that he was married to Aaliyah. Aaliyah was 15 years old. And R. Kelly at the time was over the age of 25, into his 30s, right? Y'all been knew this. Y'all been knew this man that peed on a 13, 14-year-old little girl, all right? Y'all been knew this already, but y'all didn't care because he was putting out too much good music, right? He had a song called I Don't See Nothing Wrong with Bump and Grind, right? He has a song called Religious. A song called He Saved Me, right? The man that put out the Chocolate Factory, TP, he got all these albums, right? Y'all didn't care. Y'all condone him still performing on your TV screens, still going to his concert, you were still buying his music, knowing this man, you know what I'm saying, has a fetish for underage women. He's a pervert. He's a pedophile. Y'all been knew this already. Yet y'all still condone that. Now y'all want to get mad now because all these women is coming out trying to take R. Kelly to court because he's saying that they blaming him for the bad things he's doing to them in his house? No, the man is a pervert. That's inexcusable. He's a pedophile, right? Y'all don't like these priests, right, for praying on these children in these Catholic churches. R. Kelly's no different than them. That makes him just as much of a devil as they is, right? Just as much as a demon as they is, right? For you religious folks, right? Yeah, some of you is guilty too because you played R. Kelly too. Like, no, man, that's inexcusable, man. R. Kelly ain't got no excuse for that. The man's a pervert. He's a pedophile, okay? Yet y'all still tolerated that. You know what I'm saying? The black community, we got to stop being attracted to drama. I'm serious, man. That goes for all these black athletes, you entertainers, you rappers, man. Y'all got to control yourselves. For real. We can't be condoning this type of behavior. We got to check people when they're wrong. So, Black Lives Matter, where are you when we need you? Because, yeah, okay, I understand that officers killing people innocently when they got them apprehended is bad. But we got other problems y'all need to be dealing with right now. That George Soros that's not on his wish list, right? Because much as y'all talking against the white man, you talk about y'all talk about racial problems and things not being fair. What about when our black people who do got the money in the world, who do got the power, does something terrible that basically reflects on their character, reflects on who they are, makes them look bad as a person, makes them look like a freaking like a villain, makes them look like a bad person. What happens when that happens, right? What do y'all got to say about that? Okay, that's what I'm trying to find out too. And just like with Kaepernick, right? If the NFL really colluded against Kaepernick and really kept him out of it like that, if they really blackballed him, then why did he take that into court? All right, why did he try to expose that and let the judge rule in his favor? The man took the money so he could continue to be quiet. If that asks me, man, that's somebody that was being a hypocrite the whole freaking time. He was never an activist. He was never a revolutionary in the first place. Because again, the issue with these police officers ain't got nothing to do with the NFL. That's a government issue. Kaepernick was paid to play football, which, by the way, that man didn't want to play football. That man turned down numerous contracts, and you've seen that now. The man turned down the American Lions Football League because it was just $10 million. It wasn't $20 million. The man turned down a lot of other contracts. The Dolphins job. I even found out the Redskins actually did try to contact him. He didn't respond. Okay? Even though I know that Alex Smith would have felt some type of way, they did try to contact him, right? There's many other teams that tried to contact Colin Kaepernick. He turned it down. Just like he turned down John Elway's position that John Elway tried to give him. So again, man, that's somebody who really didn't care. He was doing it all for him. Kaepernick didn't care about nobody else on that football team. It's all him. When that whole season they went 1-16, all he was talking about in the interview was talking about Donald Trump, how much he don't like Donald Trump and Hillary, how much he ain't gonna vote, and all these issues. But the man wasn't talking about how you gonna win a football game, right? He wasn't talking about how his team can basically climb out of their deficit. The man made everything about him and nobody else. That's sad, dude. Yet you gonna compare yourself to Patrick Tillman, who really lost everything, who really sacrificed everything, right? While Kaepernick continued to have his money and didn't really lose nothing, right? Again, man, when these black people act like this, act horrible on camera for attention, man, we gotta check them on that. No, man, Ezekiel Elliott, you wrong for that, brother. You got a problem that needs to be fixed. Tyreek Hill, inexcusable. Okay. No, I'm getting sick of this, man. I'm like I said, these things gotta be said. And again, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this, you know what I'm saying, just to make myself look good. No, I'm doing this because I care. For all you black athletes, you young men coming in out of going into high school, coming out of high school, going to college, to NCAA, and you're going into the NFL, y'all need to take notes of this. Y'all need to be responsible for your actions and learn to control your behavior. Learn to control your anger. Okay? You need to watch what you do. Okay? Because everything you do can affect your future and how far you and how long you stay. Because nothing is promised and nothing is a guarantee. Everything in this life you gotta work hard for it. Y'all can't be trying to ask for wanting opportunities and wanting handouts and you're not willing to do what you gotta do to stay in. No, Tyreek Hill and Ezekiel Elliott, they not appreciative at all, man. They not showing they appreciate where they are. They take advantage of they taking advantage of who they are, and that's just bad. No, you can't do what you want to do. No, man, that can't happen no more. Right? Same thing with Mr. Ray Carew. For you young for the old NFL fans know who that is, right? Ray Carew. That man should be getting out next year, right? But Ray Carew was a Carolina Panther in the early 90s, around 96, 97, 98. That man had like 10 baby mamas. That man murdered one of his other baby mamas because she didn't want to abort the child. And again, man, and I'm gonna do a separate video on abortion because I feel that needs to be discussed too. But women got every right to decide if they want to keep the child or not. That's not up to the men to decide they're gonna kill the child because the women disagree with them when they're not having them. Ray Carew was a monster to all these women. That man got kids he didn't even take care of that grew up without him being locked in jail and not being able to take care of them. Right? Same thing. Ray Carew was being very abusive. Lawrence Phillips, another one. Running back that played for the Rams. Right? The St. Louis Rams back in the day. Another one. He had a documentary on Hulu. Man, once again, was an abusive monster, beating and brutalizing women. Right? Hung himself in jail because he was innocent. He was guilty. Okay? He had couches. So again, man, these things, man, I'm tired of hearing this, man. The black athlete, y'all got to do better than this. So again, man, y'all can't get on the Caucasian athlete when they do something wrong. Okay? And yeah, I don't like what Big Ben and Peyton Manning, I don't like the fact they got away with they cases. But again, black men, it's too much of us. It's too many of y'all involved with the wrong, involved in the media for the wrong reasons. It's too many of these black athletes going to jail. It's too many of these black entertainers going to jail. You know, getting themselves into too much trouble. Man, that's got to change. That's got to stop. But anyways, folks, man, y'all tell me what you think, man. Anyways, folks, that's the video, man. Like, subscribe, comment. You know, this your boy Z. Stay blessed, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.